What's going on, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. Now, before we jump into today's video, man, you should have know what you should have been did. Like, comment, and subscribe. We trying to save the world. We trying to save as many people as we can. So make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't get that post nut clarity, my guys. Now listen, man, shout out to everybody that's liking, subscribing, and sharing. Shout out to everybody, man. I really appreciate you watching this video. Continue to join up the Discord, continue to support the links in the description, man. I appreciate y'all for real. So listen, man, I'm gonna jump into what you guys clicked in today's video for. And today's video is basically about why the friends you keep is holding you back. Let me just first of all start out the video by saying the Bible says, I forgot what chapter it was in, but the Bible tells us, be not deceived, because bad company corrupts good manners. And that right there is so true, because you can be a very good, well-rounded person who has morals. You have good traits about yourself. As soon as you go around people who are not walking in the same way that you're trying to walk, those people can corrupt your ways. Those people can make you view life a lot more differently. Because like the saying, you are who you hang with. So when you're around a certain type of people who are not going anywhere in life, who are not trying to make you a better person, what do you think you're gonna be? You're gonna be exactly like those people that you're around. You are who you surround yourself with, and that is a fact. So the friends you keep, they are holding you back. And I know a lot of y'all, before y'all came into the truth, y'all had friends, or maybe some of y'all still have these friends, and you realize that you're the only one who seemed to have a conscience in that friend group. You realize that you're the only one who seem to have some type of knowledge. All your other friends, they're just they're so caught up in this world. You realize that you can't change these friends. And when it gets to that point, sometimes you just got to separate yourself. Like I said in my previous video, I thought my friends were my everything. I felt like if I dropped my friends, if I cut my friends off, life would be so trash, life would be so boring. Because I was living in the fast life. I thought my friends were what I needed in order to get to a certain point in life. Whole time, that is not the case. I built a whole YouTube channel by myself. Obviously with the Most High God, of course. But I put the works in to get my channel where it is right now. I didn't need my friends to do that. I didn't need other people to do that. God put it in me, and I beared fruit to build my channel to where it is right now. So that goes to show you, I didn't really need those friends to get to where I am right now. I didn't need those friends to have the knowledge that I have right now. Obviously the experiences that I went through with those friends, it molded me mentally. It prepared me mentally for how I think now, because I think very differently from when I was around these certain friend groups. So I want to say, if you're in a friend group and you feel like nobody is on the same mindset as you, nobody's trying to help you to better your life, everybody just seems to be thinking the same, doing the same things. If your friend group if they're not trying to better themselves, let's say you're trying to put them on SR, you're trying to tell them about God. Let's say you're trying to just help them overall better their life, and they're not trying to listen, that means it's time for you to either isolate yourself, cut these friends off. It might be hard to do because sometimes we grow up with these friends. 9 times out of 10, you and these friends are not meant to go down the same path. God didn't ordain it to be that way. Our fleshly desires, our worldly mind might want these friends around because we've built a connection. But God hasn't, it's not in God's will for you guys to go down the same path, and that's just the reality. Some of us try to hold on to friendships, relationships, and it's just dragging us down. I was getting in a whole lot more trouble when I was hanging around a certain group of people. I was getting in a lot more sticky situations. I was doing more drugs. I was getting in car accidents. I was losing money. I was losing time. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things that I was doing before could have been avoided if I wasn't around these certain friend groups. So I just want to tell you guys that beware of who you hang with. Watch your friend group. Watch your friend group, because bad company does corrupt good manners. So whenever you're that one person, I think they call it an anomaly. Whenever you're that one person in your friend group and you're the only one who seems to be thinking bigger, have bigger dreams than all your friends, that is a sign. That is a sign that God is trying to show you that you don't belong in that friend group. That is a sign. And you have to take heed to those signs. Sometimes we miss those signs because we listen to we lean on our own understanding. And the word tells us to trust in our God with all your heart and not lead on your own understanding. So I want to let you guys know, man, beware of who you're around. Because don't be a good person and then you let some worldly friends corrupt the way you think about things. Don't be around worldly friends and you let it affect how you live your life. Because those people, they're not going anywhere. If you're around a friend group and none of them are talking about, let's say finances, how to better their finances, how to draw more closer to God. If none of them are on that type of time, why are you with that friend group? Why are you with that friend group? As soon as I decide that I'm gonna record a video outside, that is when everybody wanna roll around. But it's all right. I'm gonna keep preaching my message though. But like I said, if you're the only one in your friend group and no one seems to want to better themselves, then why are you in that friend group? There should be no reason for you to still be in that friend group. Because when I was with my friends, my old friends, I was the only one who used to think big. I was the only one who still felt like a pure soul. While my other friends, they were so caught up in just sinning. And deep down, I knew something was wrong about what we was doing. But because I had so much attachment to my friends, I didn't want to get on their bad side. I didn't want to tell them the truth. But it took for me to get through a lot to realize that I had to cut them out of my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a person who you're going through this right now, I advise you to cut these friends off, because you guys are never going to end up anywhere. You guys was never meant to be on the same path, never meant to be on the same journey. So get rid of all the dead weight. Get rid of these friends who might be holding you back, because 9 times out of 10, that's what they're doing. If all they want to do is smoke, party, drink, fornicate with random women, if that's all they want to do, those are not your friends. Those are not your friends. A true friend is always going to tell you when you're doing wrong. A true friend is going to want you to better your life. A true friend is not going to tell you to go party with them. A true friend is not going to tell you to go to the club with them. Let's smash these random women. A true friend is not going to do that. And that is a fact. Back in 2020, I was around a younger friend group. I was the oldest in my friend group back in 2020. 2019 going into 2020, I was the oldest. And I wasn't being a great example to my friends. I wasn't showing them like, yo, I'm the oldest one here, and I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. What we're doing right here is not good. I wasn't being that older person because I was also deceived. I didn't have God in my life. So how was I going to lead a group of people when I didn't even know how to lead people? I didn't have any truth within myself to tell other people. I didn't have any knowledge or wisdom within myself to tell other people. But recently, back in like a few months ago, I had an older friend this time. You know, and whenever I would want to smoke, whenever I wanted to do some low vibrational thing, he was always down. He was always down. It don't matter if it was snowing outside. It don't matter if it was storming outside. It don't matter how late it was. He was always down to smoke some tree. Always. And back then, I used to be like, yo, this is a great friend. Like, this guy, he's just down for whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's not like complaining. Whenever I want to smoke, he's with it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm looking back on it, that wasn't a good friend. Because as an older person, he wasn't telling me to false in my ways. He wasn't keeping it a buck with me to tell me like, yo, Javaughn, what we're doing here is not helping us in any way. He wasn't keeping it a buck with me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a friend group and nobody seems to be speaking up, especially when you guys are willingly sinning, you know, sometimes unknowingly, if you guys are in this friend group and no one has the courage to speak up and speak on what's right, then that friend group is not meant for you, man. That friend group is not meant for you. These same friends will be the same ones that whenever you're not in the room, they'll be talking about you. They'll be gossiping about you. You know, my older friends, I knew they were gossiping about me. You know, because I was the only one with a car at the time. I was their ride. So whenever I would be like, nah, I'm not feeling it today, I know they would feel some type of way. I was a very people pleaser type of person. You know, so I didn't want to let people down. I didn't want to tell people no. So I would always just try to go with the flow, even when I didn't want to do things. And that was not a good way to go about situations. So if you're in a friend group and let's say you don't want to do something and your friends seem to be gossiping about you and they don't ever want to give you a break, or they're not considerate of your feelings, but you're steady considerate of their feelings, and they're not reciprocating, that is not your friends, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't be blinded by this world. You know, people might say, oh, my friends love me, they care about me. But their fruits, you'll know people by their fruits. What are they doing to show you that they love you? What are they doing? How are they showing you that they're a true friend? You know what I'm saying? So if these people are so-called your friends and their actions are not standing by what that friend word means, if their actions are not adding up, then those are not your friends, and that's just a fact. So if you learned anything valuable or learned something new from today's video, make sure to drop a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, share this video with a friend because they will need this information, man. Look, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out.